Hello, Los Angeles Dodgers fans. We've got fresh, exclusive videos and the latest updates just for you. Before we dive in, make sure to join our channel and hit that like button. This is the best way to stay on top of all the breaking news. The sports world is buzzing, and when I say buzzing, I mean it feels like the entire baseball universe just got hit by an earthquake that won't stop shaking. The name on everyone's lips right now is Mookie Betts, the electric outfielder whose smile and swagger already light up stadiums across America. But the latest rumor swirling around Los Angeles is so massive, so shocking, that even the most skeptical fans are rubbing their eyes in disbelief. Reports suggest that Mookie Betts might have just secured a contract so colossal, so unprecedented, that would smash through every financial record ever set in Major League Baseball. We're not just talking about a big deal here, folks. We are talking about a deal that could redefine what it means to be a superstar in professional sports. The Dodgers, already one of the richest and most ambitious franchises in the game, appear ready to stake their claim as not only World Series contenders, but as financial juggernauts who will do anything to keep the crown jewel of their roster under their banner for years, maybe even decades. This is more than a rumor. It's a seismic shift in baseball's balance of power. For Dodgers fans, this development is like waking up on Christmas morning and finding the biggest present you could possibly imagine sitting under the tree. Betts isn't just a player, he's a phenomenon. Since arriving in Los Angeles, his impact has been immediate and undeniable. He hits for power, he steals bases with ease, he throws lasers from the outfield, and he does it all with a calm, effortless charisma that draws fans in like moths to a flame. To suggest that he might now be tied to the Dodgers with what insiders are whispering could be the richest deal in MLB history is enough to send shivers down the spines of every rival franchise. It's not just about keeping Betts on the team. It's about sending a message. The message is clear. The Dodgers are not messing around, and they're prepared to dominate for the next decade. But is the rumor true? That's the million, or rather billion-dollar, question hanging in the air. When we talk about contracts in baseball, we usually think of names like Mike Trout, Bryce Harper, or Aaron Judge. These are the guys who reset the market with jaw-dropping deals that left fans gasping and accountants scratching their heads. But now, if the whispers are accurate, Mookie Betts could be stepping into uncharted territory, not just surpassing those numbers, but obliterating them in ways we've never seen. Imagine a contract that stretches beyond $500 million. Imagine the Dodgers putting pen to paper on something that guarantees generational wealth for Betts and locks him down as the face of the franchise for as long as he wants to play. That's the magnitude of what's being suggested here. And the wildest part? Nobody seems entirely sure if this is just speculation blown out of proportion or if the Dodgers are genuinely ready to change the landscape of the sport forever. One thing is certain. If this rumor carries any truth, baseball will never be the same. Fans are already losing their minds online. Social media is a war zone of hot takes, memes, and endless debates. Some are celebrating the possibility of Betts becoming the ultimate Dodger legend, while others are furious at the idea that baseball could spiral further into a sport dominated only by the richest teams. How are smaller market clubs supposed to compete with this? One fan tweeted, echoing the frustration of countless others who feel their teams are doomed before the season even starts. On the flip side, Dodger supporters are reveling in the chaos, proudly declaring that their team is simply playing smart, keeping a superstar who deserves every penny. The debate over whether anyone is worth that much money is raging, but the truth is, Mookie Betts is no ordinary player. He's the kind of athlete you don't just build a lineup around. You build a brand, a legacy, maybe even an entire era of baseball around. That's what makes this rumor so intoxicating. It's not just about dollars and cents. It's about history. Behind the scenes, insiders claim negotiations have been tense but respectful. The Dodgers know exactly what they have in Betts, and Betts knows exactly what he means to the Dodgers. This is not a game of chicken. It's a carefully calculated dance where both sides understand stakes. The front office, led by executives who have already proven themselves capable of balancing analytics with big money moves, appears ready to push boundaries never crossed before. Meanwhile, Betts and his camp reportedly see this as an opportunity to cement his legacy not just as a player, but as a pioneer in athlete compensation. It's a fascinating intersection of performance, personality, and pure star power. And as the rumor spreads like wildfire, more and more people are beginning to believe that this could be real, that we might be on the verge of witnessing the most expensive signature in baseball history. The Dodgers' reputation as innovators makes it all the more believable, and that's why the buzz won't die down. Think about the ripple effect this could cause. If Mookie Betts really signs a record-breaking deal with the Dodgers, the market for superstar players will skyrocket overnight. Future free agents will use this as the benchmark. Agents will salivate at the thought of negotiating bigger and better contracts, and owners will either open their wallets wider than ever or panic at the idea of competing with financial giants. It could create a new golden age of player power, where the very best athletes dictate terms in ways we've never seen before. But it could also create an even wider gulf between big market teams and everyone else, reshaping the sport into something closer to a financial arms race than a competition on the field. Whatever the outcome, one thing is for sure. If Mookie Betts is indeed the new face of the richest contract in MLB history, we're all witnessing the dawn of a new chapter. The only question that remains is whether this is a dream come true or the beginning of a storm that will change baseball forever. As the rumor continues to swirl, let's dive deeper into what this means for both Betts and the Dodgers organization. Mookie Betts, at 31 years old, still has plenty of prime years left in him, and his consistency on the field makes him one of the most bankable stars in sports today. Locking him in for a record-shattering contract doesn't just guarantee production. It guarantees star power, jersey sales, television ratings, and international appeal. The Dodgers aren't just buying a player. They're buying a brand, a global icon who elevates every aspect of the franchise. Think about the marketing campaigns, the merchandise lines, the community outreach programs, all centered around Betts as the face of baseball in Los Angeles. That kind of value is impossible to measure strictly in terms of wins and losses, and it's why rumors like this don't just feel like idle chatter. They feel like the logical next step for a franchise that has already shown it's willing to go above and beyond to secure long-term dominance. Now, let's talk numbers. While no official figures have surfaced, speculation suggests that the deal could exceed $500 million, stretching across a decade or more. That would make it the largest sports contract ever signed, not just in baseball, but in all of North American sports. To put that into perspective, we're talking about numbers that eclipse Mike Trout's 12-year, $426 million extension with the Angels. We're talking about figures that leave Bryce Harper's 13-year, $330 million deal in the dust. And if these rumors are even close to accurate, it means Mookie Betts would step into a stratosphere reserved for the rarest of athletes, those whose talent, charisma, and marketability combine to create something beyond superstardom. But here's the thing. Numbers this outrageous aren't just about math. They're about symbolism. The Dodgers would be planting their flag in the ground, declaring themselves the undisputed kings of baseball economics, while Betts would become the embodiment of what it means to be the modern sports superstar. Of course, with great money comes great scrutiny. If this deal is real, the pressure on Mookie Betts would intensify like never before. Every at-bat, every defensive play, every stolen base attempt would be magnified under the harsh glare of expectations that come with $500 million. Dodgers fans would expect nothing less than MVP-caliber performances year in and year out, while critics would be quick to pounce on any slump or perceived underachievement. This is the double-edged sword of becoming the highest-paid player in history. You earn generational wealth, but you also inherit a level of pressure that could crush lesser athletes. Fortunately for Betts, he has always thrived under the spotlight. His World Series performances, his leadership qualities, and his relentless work ethic suggest that if anyone can handle this kind of weight, it's him. But still, the challenge would be monumental, and the sports world would watch every move with eagle eyes. From a team's perspective, committing to such a massive deal carries risks that go beyond performance. Injuries, decline with age, or even changes in the competitive balance of the league could turn a dream contract into an albatross. Yet the Dodgers seem unfazed by such possibilities. They have the resources, the infrastructure, and the forward-thinking mindset to absorb risks that other franchises couldn't dream of taking. For them, this isn't just about today's wins. It's about securing a dynasty. Imagine a lineup with BETTS locked in for the next decade, serving as the constant around which other stars can revolve. Imagine young players growing up in the organization with BETTS as their mentor, shaping the culture of the team for years to come. That's the long-term vision the Dodgers appear to be chasing, and it's one that makes perfect sense if you believe winning championships and building a brand go hand in hand. The broader baseball community, however, is far from united in celebrating this rumor. Smaller market teams and their fans worry that deals like this push the sport further toward imbalance. How can a team like the Tampa Bay Rays or Oakland Athletics ever hope to compete if contracts are climbing to $500 million or more? Critics argue that Major League Baseball needs stricter financial rules to maintain fairness, while others believe this is simply the natural evolution of sports economics. After all, if television rights deals, streaming revenue, and global merchandising continue to grow, shouldn't the players who drive that growth reap the rewards? It's a complicated debate, one that fuels endless talk shows and comment sections. But no matter which side you're on, you can't deny the fascination of watching history potentially unfold right before our eyes. The numbers, the drama, the stakes, it's irresistible theater. But before we move forward, don't forget to join our channel and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep delivering the latest news about the Los Angeles Dodgers. We'd love to hear your thoughts on the news, so drop a comment below. At the end of the day, whether this rumor proves true or not, the buzz surrounding Mookie Betts and the Dodgers tells us something important about the state of baseball. The game is evolving into something bigger, flashier, and more financially supercharged than ever before. Fans demand superstars, and teams like the Dodgers are willing to pay whatever it takes to deliver them. If Betts really does secure the most expensive contract in history, it will be a moment that defines not just his career, but the entire trajectory of the sport. And even if it turns out to be nothing more than speculation, the very fact that we can imagine such a deal shows how far baseball has come. One way or another, the legend of Mookie Betts is growing, and the Dodgers' place in history is being written in whispers, rumors, and maybe soon, ink on a contract that will shock the world. Until then, all we can do is wait, watch, and wonder if the biggest deal in baseball history is about to become reality. The real intrigue, though, lies in how this story has captivated people who don't even follow baseball closely. When a rumor like this explodes, it transcends the sport itself and becomes a cultural conversation. Talk show hosts, finance experts, and even Hollywood celebrities have chimed in, marveling at the idea of an athlete signing a contract so big it rivals blockbuster movie budgets or the GDP of small nations. That's the kind of pull Mookie Betts has right now. His rumored deal isn't just a sports story. It's a headline that makes its way into business sections, lifestyle magazines, and late-night comedy monologues. The Dodgers, whether by design or coincidence, are sitting at the epicenter of a moment that blends entertainment, economics, and athletic excellence into one irresistible narrative. If the intention was to keep Los Angeles buzzing, mission accomplished. People are hooked, debates are raging, and everyone wants to know, when will the truth come out? Until it does, speculation will continue to fuel the fire, and every passing day adds more drama to a saga that already feels legendary, even if the ink on the contract hasn't yet touched the paper. Ultimately, the question becomes bigger than money or performance. This rumor challenges us to think about what value really means in sports. Is Mookie Betts worth $500 million because of the championships he can help win, or because of the inspiration he brings to millions of fans? Is this about batting averages and stolen bases, or about a city rallying behind a superstar who embodies hope, resilience, and entertainment? The Dodgers, if this deal is real, aren't just investing in statistics. They're investing in belief, in the magic of baseball, in the dream that one player can elevate an entire franchise to mythic status. And maybe that's what makes this rumor so compelling. Deep down, fans love the idea that heroes are priceless, that their favorite players can defy limits in every possible way. So whether the whispers prove accurate or fade into thin air, the story of Mookie Betts and the so-called richest contract in history has already given us something unforgettable. A glimpse of baseball not just as a game, but as a spectacle where legends are written in numbers too big to believe. That's all for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay up to date with exclusive news about the Los Angeles Dodgers, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that like button. We always appreciate your comments and feedback. See you in the next video.